Preparing for breast cancer surgery can feel very overwhelming. My name is Renee. I'm a breast cancer survivor, and just a few months ago, I myself had a double mastectomy. I had a lot of support, I did a lot of research on items to have on hand that could help. But also after going through it, I have a few tips for you. So whether you are preparing for surgery or someone you know or love is preparing for surgery and you want to know what to expect as a caregiver, or if you want to send your friend a gift that they could actually use, here are my top 10 things how to prepare for surgery. Now, like I said, I had a bilateral mastectomy, so I can't speak on what is necessary or useful for a single mastectomy or for a lumpectomy. But here is my experience with having a surgery of a double mastectomy. So my first tip, number 1, exercise. Move your body. Of course, check with your doctor first to make sure you are cleared to do certain exercises, but even just going out for a walk. I remember feeling so struck with fear and anxiety and shock and even disappointment that my body had failed me that I was nervous to do exercises. I did get out and walk a little bit, and that was great to move my body for my mental state as well as my physical state. But I really wish that I had continued lifting weights and doing strength training to help prepare my body and be in the best shape that I could be before going into surgery, but also for recovery. So if you haven't started exercising, I recommend doing that now. But if you are exercising, continue to do so. Number 2, connect with survivors and warriors who have gone through this that might be a few steps ahead of you. Or maybe they have just gone through the whole treatment process and it's all fresh on their minds and they have ideas and things that they can share with you to help support you. Do remember that everybody's cancer journey is different. Everyone's story is so different. So whatever happened to Susie will not necessarily be your story, but it's really nice to have that connection, to be a part of what we call the best group that you never want to be a part of. I started a survivor support group in my neighborhood because I felt like I was the youngest breast cancer survivor in all of my appointments by decades, and I just needed to talk with another mom who had young kids at home. And I, of course, realized I wasn't the youngest breast cancer patient in my neighborhood. And it's been lovely, so amazing to have these amazing women who have supported me. And now that I'm on a different part of my journey, I can also be that support to someone else. You can go on Facebook, social media, and find certain support groups, that's out there virtually. But I also think finding some in person, if you feel comfortable, really makes a big difference. Number 3, a power recliner and a wedge pillow. So I was gifted a power recliner from another breast cancer survivor. I would have never thought of that item to have on hand. I was not able or allowed to lie flat for many weeks. Even now, I can't lie on one side of my body because of pain. So having a power recliner, something that can recline you back into a position that feels comfortable, to be able to sleep comfortably, but also that you're just pushing a button. I would have never been able to use a recliner with a handle. I couldn't use my arms for anything for the first couple weeks. So a power recliner was super duper helpful. Having the wedge pillow in my bed just gave me another option of a position to lie down and be comfortable with different pillows and just different options, just to kind of, feel as comfortable as I could be trying to rest after surgery. Number 4, a mastectomy pillow. You can find these on Amazon. I did a lot of research and I just thought, I don't think I need a mastectomy pillow. It looks like a gimmick that people are making just to make money. And 2 of my friends gifted me with one, and it was my favorite thing out of everything that I got for surgery. So good that I still use mine. So here is a breast cancer mastectomy pillow that a friend of mine gifted me. As you can see, it is shaped perfectly for your arms to go over and to hug. Some of them even have like something to attach around your body in the back. Another pillow I had a pocket in the front, so I could put my phone there or my earbuds or things like that in the front. But here's why I love the mastectomy pillow. I had no use of my arms. So this gave me a place to put my arms to be able to stand up and to brace myself to sit down. It also protected my body. I have young kids. If they wanted to come and give me a hug, or if the dog jumped up on the couch where I was sitting, it just protected my body. It also protects your chest from a seatbelt. I had many appointments those first many weeks after my surgery, and even multiple surgeries going to and from the doctor, protecting your chest from the seatbelt. So this was definitely in my hospital bag for coming home from the hospital. I love this thing. So find a mastectomy pillow. Number 5, move higher items that you want or need to a lower level. So if there are items in your home that you use that are in a cabinet up high, or if they are in your closet up high, move them down low. They call it the T-Rex arms, and that really does happen. I didn't understand it. I didn't think that was going to happen, but it took weeks for me to even be able to move my arms even to this height. So if you need to reach for a coffee mug or a bowl or a plate or your robe in your closet, before surgery, bring all of those things at a lower level. That way you're not so dependent on other people in the home to get everything for you. You can feel a little independent. Even the drawers in my bedroom, I wasn't able to pull out for a while. So anything that you might need, just have it all lying out for you to just kind of grab like this. Number 6, this is all about apparel. So button-down tops, zip front sports bras, and a drain holder. So I'm gonna go through all of those things. Like I said, I had T-Rex arms. So I couldn't lift my arms up to put a shirt on or put a sports bra on or anything on. There's no lifting of the arms. So having a button-down pajama top like this, super helpful. This one's from Soma, and it's just so soft, and I still wear these. So, these are things that you might purchase that, you feel like, am I only gonna have it for surgery? No, it's a pajama top. I still wear these. But what's great is they're buttoned down, so I could put my arms in and then button them down. I also wore to the hospital the day of my surgery. I wore the outfit I wanted to come home in. That way I'm not bringing a ton of stuff with me to the hospital, because as soon as you get to the hospital, you change into your hospital gowns anyways. So I just wore very comfortable pants that I could easily pull up, nothing too hard to pull up because you have no use of your arms. And then I wore a top like this, a pajama top. I had a friend pass on her mastectomy tops that she even made, like a really oversized pajama top. And then check this out. She sewed these little pockets on either side on the inside of the shirt. See, like that. And that was to hold the drains. So I had 2 drains. I had one on this side and one on this side. I had the drains for about a week, maybe a week and a half. They're awful. Sorry. It's just, they're the worst part. At the beginning of recovery from surgery. But you need a place to put them. You can also get like safety pins to pin the drains onto the insides of your shirts or the outsides of your shirts. But if you can find, shirts with pockets, either on the outside or sew a couple like she did on the inside of this, that was so smart. But most importantly for the shower, once you're cleared to take a shower, you still have your drains. And so they're long, they can get in the way, they're annoying. I had a drain holder that somebody gifted me that they had used, and it was amazing. I have since gifted it to somebody else, but it was a lanyard with a little mesh pocket with a zipper where I could put the drains in, and it hung over my, around my neck, and then I was able to shower. So I really, really recommend something for the shower for your drains, even if you just make something up, with a fanny pack or something. But a lanyard really helped. Okay, number 7, probably the most exciting one. Go on a trip while you're waiting for surgery. My family and I, we went to SeaWorld just a few days after my diagnosis. And it was so nice to just get out of this environment of our home, go away, make memories, distract my kids, and have fun and laugh and smile. And even now I look back on those pictures and I can see pictures of me smiling, and it reminds me, okay, there were happy moments in the darkest time for me. So if you can go on a trip while you're waiting for surgery, also, if you can plan a trip for after surgery or after your treatments, depending on what your cancer treatment plan looks like, make it a trip that could easily be moved or canceled with no penalty, because again, things don't always go as planned. Plan for that things don't always go as planned. But having something to look forward to, and then to actually go and do something to celebrate what you've been through, is so important. I went on a girls' weekend trip to Miami with my girlfriends after my 3rd surgery, and it was everything I needed and more. Such a special trip. Number 8, start journaling. For me, writing is an outlet. I love to write. I love to get those feelings out of my head, because if they sit there, it's not good. I also documented how I was just physically feeling too, which is really helpful to be able to take to your doctor if you need to go back and reference certain things, how you're feeling. You can go back and see what date that was and how you were feeling and what was happening. But if you don't like journaling, you don't have to be some amazing writer and write a blog. You don't have to do those things, but to be able to just get those feelings out for your mental state. Write a letter, to your child or to your parent or something like that. Just something to document how you're feeling. But that documentation is also so helpful when you're on the other side of it, to be able to go back and see how far you've come. A friend of mine also recommended one time at the beginning of my journey to document with pictures. And while that was really hard to do, I still go back and I look at all that I've been through and the way things have changed and the way things have looked. And it's a really good reminder of how much I've been through and how much I've grown. Number 9, accept help. As moms, we do it all. Oh no, I got this. It's fine. I can do it. It's fine. I got this. It's fine. It's fine. This is not the time. When you're going through a diagnosis and you're preparing for surgery and you're recovering from a surgery, you can't do it all. You can't even do half of it, and you shouldn't. People want to help you. Let them help you. So if it's a meal train or walking your dog, let them help you. And number 10, breathe. Just breathe. Download an app, Calm or Unplugged, and start meditating. Be mindful. You're going to get through this. You're going to be okay. I hope this helps. If there was one thing I didn't recommend that you recommend, drop it down below. All right.